Guys, I watched a video yesterday of a woman who got a word from God, and he was saying how he wants us to spend less time on our phones, and that I didn't ever think of this before, but that we are always bowing down to our phones because we're always looking down at our phones. And it made me think, like, in the Bible, Jesus tells us to look up, keep your eyes focused on Jesus. And again, when Peter wanted to step out of the boat and walk with Jesus on the water, he had to keep his eyes focused on Jesus, because as soon as he started looking around and focusing on all of the nonsense going on around him, he lost his sight of Jesus. And that's when he started to sink. This is what our phones are doing to us. They're keeping us distracted from the things of God. Even though I use my phone for Bible study and for keeping up with what's going on in the world and things like that, in the sense of like, whereabouts are we in end times, which there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying you can't use your phone. Obviously, I use my phone. But I think that normally if I go out, I always take my phone with me, because I think, what if a disaster happens? What if someone needs to get hold of me? What if I need to quickly search something? What if? Why am I what ifing about this device rather than what ifing about God? What if something happens? I have God. What if someone needs to contact me? If they really need me that badly and it's in God's will, I will be able to get a hold of them. What if God is there? So yeah, our phones are becoming our gods, and it's scary. Even just little things like every day, just leave your phone at home, go out on a walk, go somewhere, do something with your phone somewhere else away from you. Like this morning, I was like, okay, I'm going to try and read as much of my Bible as possible. I want to try and actually read all the way through it. I got to Genesis chapter 6, not that far, and I got a notification on my phone. I didn't even think about the fact that my phone was lying next to me, but I got this notification and it just distracted me for a second, and I just cleared the notification away. And then I thought, oh, I need to message this person about this thing. Did that. Then I thought, oh, I'll check YouTube to see if there's any updates on any disasters in the world right now, because there's so many things going on every day. Like I want to know what's happening today, basically. And it's just like this never-ending wormhole of things you can do and look at. And again, I'm not saying those things are bad necessarily, but we just need to spend time away from our phones. And so, like I say, last night I left my phone at home. I went on a walk. I sat in the park. I watched the sunset with my dog, watched the swans, listen to the birds, and a couple of kids messing around. I just spent time in contemplation with God, just in repentance, just seeking him, seeking his face. And that stillness, he is that stillness. And with everything crazy going on in the world, just to have that moment of stillness with God is just such an amazing thing. So this is just my encouragement to you, to whether it's your phone or whether it's something else. I think for most of us it is our phone, right? But whatever it is in your life that's distancing you from God, and whether we realize it or not, is becoming a god in our life, we really need to pay attention and distance ourselves from it.